And what is going on, Zen friends? We have a special international guest for the podcast today, and that is hailing from Montreal in Canada. Adam Wexler is joining us to be able to represent Dogpack, an amazing company that's in the pet space, which we'll get into a little bit later here on the podcast. But Adam, how are you doing today? Great for you to connect with us.
Hey Alex, thanks for having me. Really excited to be here. It's cool to be on. This is my first podcast, so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, I'm really happy to be representing Goldie, Frenchie, and the entire Dog Pack team.
So it's unbelievable. I was really stoked to get your email this year looking for some interest in listing Zen Frenz products on Dogpack. I didn't know too much about the app, but we actually drew a lot of inspiration from coming across these two dogs talking to each other. And the first question was, wait, is that a real Frenchie and a real golden retriever actually wearing headphones on a podcast right now? And then it was like, no, no, that can't be real. Is AI doing like all of this conversation right now? That was the second question. And then third was, we got to do something like this. We got to put headphones on Yoshi and get him on a podcast. This is brilliant. So that was my first impression of Dogpack. I feel like I've been following the account since, gosh, maybe like May of last year. Maybe it's been a year, but absolutely sensational content. That's my first impression of Dogpack. You work with the company, so let's peel back a little bit here, Adam. How did you get started?
Oh man, absolutely. So first of all, love that whole confusion about if they're real dogs or if they're fake dogs. So here's what I could tell you about that. You're not the only one. A lot of people are like, "Wait, are those dogs real? How did you get them to speak English?" I'm like, "No, they're not. Like we don't have dogs that can speak English yet. Not just yet. We haven't trained them well enough." But they were inspired by our owner's dogs. His old dog growing up. But ultimately, you're not alone. And while they are AI dogs, it's actually a lot of humans behind it writing the scripts up and everything. So actually, every single script that you hear, every time you hear them, know that there's a human who actually wrote them. So we're using AI to share the messages, but it's actually just humans who are really writing up everything. But sorry, you literally asked me about how I got to Dogpack, which is also kind of crazy because my background is in corporate law. So after quitting my job at a corporate law firm, because I was like, I won't say the name, but I was definitely like miserable doing it. I had the chance to travel around a little bit, and I had previously crossed paths with the founders. They're four brothers, and we'd crossed paths in a previous business that I had. And I saw that they were hiring, and I said, "Hey, why not? It's a completely different environment. It's a startup. Startup world is so different from corporate law. To any of your corporate lawyers
Right.
listening, they know what's up." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I would love to work in partnership development in Dogpack. What a like literally the biggest difference from mergers and acquisitions and litigation to partnerships in the pet industry." But it's been great. I have not turned back since. I've not doubted my decision for a second.
And how long have you been with Dogpack for? How long ago did you get started?
So I started in January of 2026. So it's pretty
Oh,
fresh
fresh.
still. It's
Okay.
if I guess people listening, it's May 2026 right now. So
Yeah,
it's
there we go.
5 months, but it's been a hockey stick growth, hockey stick learning. It's been wild, but it's been a great time.
Amazing. Well, hey, you threw in the hockey reference, so I got to shout out the Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, didn't win
Oh,
last night, but we're still in it. It's
it
what is
was
it? 3-1 series right now?
3-1 series,
All
3-1
right,
series.
still in it. We're still in it.
I don't want to talk about last night's game.
I'm here to
It
bring
was
you good
rough.
juju today. Good
I
juju for the
appreciate
Habs.
that. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna go to my friends. I'm gonna say, listen, I was on the Zen Frenz podcast. He's
Oh
giving
yeah.
us good vibes. Cole Caulfield is about to get a hat trick. I promise
Oh
you.
yeah. Yeah, you're doing everything the Leafs can't do, and probably spending like half of what they spend too. So it's working out just
Yeah,
fine.
exact. That's a great way to look at it.
So great to have you in the pet industry. Stoked to hear that you were dog pack for the last 6 months. I'm gonna do a quick screen share here, and let's see, make sure we can get some sound going here as well too. Yep, sure sound. All right, so for those listening in to the Zen Friends podcast, I've got the best account for you guys to follow now. If you're not following, go in there, give it a follow. It's called Official Dog Pack. But here are a few of the skits that they do. Again, I thought these were real dogs. It's absolutely unbelievable. I was jumping out a few of these to see. They're all hilarious, but let's go with the dog radar one here.
Humans always say we can tell when someone's untrustworthy.
Yeah, like we've got some kind of built-in radar.
I mean, we don't know if someone's a bad person. Like my mom had a date over once. Guy wouldn't even look at me. That's already suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to push me away when I went up to him.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
What?
Exactly. My mom didn't either. I sat there the whole time like, yeah, something's wrong with this guy. So yeah, we can tell. We definitely can.
But if that same guy was holding a chicken nugget, I'm willing to hear him out.
Yeah, we don't ignore red flags. We just reassess.
Humans
So good, so good. All right, let's do one more here while we have the
something
got
really
you on the
scared my
pod
mom
here.
last night.
What happened?
It was late. House was quiet. Then we heard something at the front door.
What?
Not a knock, more like someone trying the handle.
Oh my dog, that's terrifying.
My mom froze, didn't move, just looked at me like, do something.
And what did you do?
I walked away.
You what? I went to the couch, laid down.
That's your response? Aren't you supposed to protect her?
I didn't want to escalate things.
Unbelievable. You're clearly not a protection dog.
Dude, it was the wind.
See? Handled.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Man, Alex, you're literally showing me videos that I haven't even seen, and I work for the company. They're just our video producers are really something. They're really getting into it. Both of those I haven't seen yet, and I've been working at this company for a while now. They just keep producing them. Our team, we have more script writers than any other position. I think it goes script writers and developers. We have so many script writers who really just contribute. So it's really, really cool. And it's great to see that people really like them.
Oh, they're crushing it, and both of the dogs' personalities, they're so on point. But the Frenchie, when he gets going there with that laugh at the end, he's just laughing out loud. That just sends me every time. And then they both like fall out the back of their chair.
Yeah, they fall off of their seats. It's really cool. I don't know how the production team does it. Like I really don't. But I love how they make the dogs move and they get that engagement going. It really feels like, obviously these are AI dogs.
Right.
But at the same time, it really feels like this could be how a dog would actually speak. Just like their motions, the way they turn their heads. It's really something. And that I got to give my hats off to the whole video editor team, because they really nail it.
Oh, especially. And if you think about brand awareness or just market awareness in general, I might not have known about Dogpack unless coming across one of those videos. But I come across one of the videos, I see that it's viral. Now I'm on the page itself. Now I'm looking at, what's this link? And I'm learning about all the different facets of the business. Very creative approach that I don't see from a lot of the other companies. So I think that makes Dogpack very unique in that sense. And they're just absolutely crushing it with the two characters that they have. I've got a Frenchie myself, Yoshi. He's taking a nap right next to me. But
you got to get him on the pod.
Got to get him on the pod.
You got to get him on the pod.
We've done a few sometimes where we'll just take videos of him and Tucker, who's a German Shepherd, next to each other, and we'll throw some audio behind it. But yeah, there's so much creativity out there. Love to see that. So let's get in here to the Dogpack app itself, the company that you work with. So I'm reading here, Dogpack is an all-in-one social and utility mobile app designed specifically for dog owners. It functions primarily as a directory for finding dog parks, off-leash zones, and pet-friendly establishments, while doubling as a global social media platform for dog parents. The app is widely recognized online for its viral marketing campaign featuring AI-generated talking dog podcasters. Feel like that sums it up pretty well. But for a lot of us out there that don't know about Dogpack, what can you tell us, Adam, and what you all specialize in?
Yeah, so I think anyone, it really, our market really comes down to two different kinds of people. You're either a dog person or you're not a dog person. The non-dog people don't understand it, but the dog people would really understand when we say we're building what I would call a virtual dog park. Like, that's really what it comes down to, because that's where you get the community where people where strangers obsess over your dog. They say, "Oh, you're so cute. Here's a little treat. Here's something. Oh, I'm going to share my experience and my knowledge in the dog world." And that's what we're really trying to create. We're really trying to build a community at the end of the day. We have that map element, which allows people to find pet-friendly services and restaurants and cafes in their area, which previously, sure, you could go on Google, but Google's not always accurate. People would get that information at the dog park. You talk to another dog owner who's had a dog for 5 years longer than you, and they're giving you tips and tricks where to go, where to take them, which groomer is the best, which groomer is the worst, whatever. And then that evolved into, we really tried to emulate that. You can post pictures of your dog, and nowhere else, I swear to you, my Instagram I have 2,000 followers, and I get more engagement on my dog pack, my dog pack account, by just random strangers saying, "Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. Your dog is so nice. He's so sweet. I want to give him a little pet or something," because that community is so strong. Then we really try to emulate that dog park community where everyone's saying, "Oh, what's your dog's name? How can I help you with your dog?" Whatever, into the online world to carry that over. So I think it's really cool. It's really, really something special. And as we continue to grow, we're just emulating more of those elements. We just launched a retail arm where people can now buy dog products that directly in the app that their friends and their colleagues on the app have referred to them, have recommended that they buy. Same thing with travel. Same thing with travel, but now we're launching a pet insurance, which is really exciting as well. So people can now feel more comfortable actually taking care of their pets and not having to worry about, I don't even know how to get started. I didn't even know there was pet insurance. So we're really trying to take the values and the ethos of, like, what is it like being a dog parent amongst other dog parents, and really translating that into the app.
I know, especially for myself, with having a French bulldog, they definitely come with their health issues. So pet insurance is absolutely important. And when you walk into those vet clinics, I mean, it's astronomical. Some of the numbers that you walk out with.
Yeah.
Like, what? $500 to clean his teeth? I'll just brush his freaking teeth, But pet insurance is really key. And having everything all in one place, like you're mentioning, that's awesome to see the expansion and all the different offerings that you have for pet owners out there.
Yeah, we're really like focused on the pet experience. Like, I'll tell you this, like, I worked in the tech industry for a little bit as well, and I was able to see that everyone's app is like, "Hey, we're gonna try to monetize. We're gonna throw in advertisements, all of that stuff. Every time you play a game and you lose, you have to watch a 2-minute ad." That's not us. I think that's really cool. It's one of my favorite parts about it, because we're very focused on the community. Like, we want that community to feel seamless. We want it to feel like the dog park, just on your phone. And so that's what we're really trying to go for here. And it's funny, just about the AI dogs, one more time. We didn't think, like, we made them initially as mascots. We never thought they would take on a life of their own. And now we're realizing, wow, people really like that. And they're really echoing our brand. And what the brand is ultimately is facilitating that dog experience, whether it be online on social media or in app. That's really what it goes down to. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been crazy building, and we're proud to say we have over 2 million users on our app.
Wow,
so it's really cool.
Let's go, rocking out all the way from Montreal, Canada, bringing to the pet space, absolutely killing it. So from your perspective, in being with the company for 6 months, this community you have and those 2 million users, what's most frequent? What's most popular? What are people using the app for the most that you're coming to find out of the whole variety that you're giving to them?
That's a great question. Really, really, like a super cool question, because it's something we reflect on without, like, no joke, every single day. Because we get the fact that not everyone is going to be posting pictures of their dog or buying things online, or even, we just partnered with booking.com for travel. So you can now travel with your pets.
Oh, perfect.
We recognize that not everyone does that. Like, not everyone is saying, "I want to fly to Ireland tomorrow. I need a pet hotel." Some people just don't do that. So we're always trying to figure out exactly like, hey, what can we do to amplify the experience for a person who's using it just to post online, just to say, look how cute my dog is. Hey, rest of the world, look how cute my dog is, versus someone who's like a trainer or a groomer who is looking to grow their business. How can we make their experience better? So that's something we talk about every single day. Like literally every single day we have meetings where we're like, how can we make this person's experience better? I would say people really use it either for the marketplace, and our marketplace is, we have a lot of local vendors people who want to connect with different brands and discover new products. People use it a lot, and it's only been around for about 4 or 5 months. So we're really seeing it grow significantly. But they're able to avoid those expensive rover fees, if I'm being real. And and then finally, I think we get a lot of people posting more and more. It's funny, people don't have Instagram and they don't have Facebook, but they have a dog pack account. That's one of the feedback we get. They're like, we like sharing pictures of our dogs because it's not our account, it's our dog's account. Like you literally come on you don't make an account. It won't be Adam. It'll be my dog's name. My dog's name is Kaya. So it'll be the account is under the name Kaya. And like, obviously I'm behind it, but you have that idea of like, if the two dogs are playing and two dogs are talking more than anything else. It's very dog focused.
Well, it's funny because we collab with a lot of accounts, a lot of ambassadors, and we have people on our team for Zen Frenz who are specifically focused in public relations. But I tell them, we've tried a lot in the past. Sometimes when we collaborate with human accounts, we just can't rely on them to follow through on what we're asking for them. The same way that someone would not care as much if they're posting on a pet page. It's all pet page and it's all pet page focused, right? You don't have to worry about your reputation being on the line or your ego getting involved or anything like that. So being behind a pet account, it's all pet content, share the more the merrier, and the more people like that, they want to see that, they want to connect with these pets out there. Another thing too that I resonate with a lot with what you're talking about, a big thing that we say with Zen Frenz is not only to be on the forefront of pet wellness and using natural ingredients so pets can be living a better life, but it's the fact that we're dedicated to building a passionate community of pet owners who strive to bring themselves and their pets the best lives possible. The key word there is passionate. Some people have pets, but they don't live the pet lifestyle. It's not like all about who they are. Other people, they're off the rails with it. The tote bag is, the picture of their own dog. The phone background is the same thing that there too. All they talk about is their pet. They do go day to day with them from here to there. So there really is an audience out there of people that don't not only have pets, but they're obsessed with their pets. It's all about their lifestyle, and they're looking to connect with other people out there that share that same passion.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually. Like I didn't realize how much being a pet parent was a personality trait. And like it's literally like, oh, part of my personality is that like I am Coco's mother or father or something like that. It is wild to me. But hey, people do that. Like people really, really love it. And I agree with you. Like building like there are people who are people who have a dog, and there are people who are passionate about their pets. Yeah, but it's cool that we're both in the same field, just jumping into that.
I've always said I've had pets my entire life, but I never really understood the magnitude of the pet industry before getting involved in it. Specifically in the space that we're in, there's going to be $6 billion spent this year in the United States on calming products alone for pets, 18 billion globally. 1 in every 2 dogs is experiencing some form of anxiousness or anxiety. That's 50%. That's 1 in every 2. So when I saw all of this data before starting Zen Frenz 7 years ago, I was like, wow, there's a really high spend going on here. And if you think about pet populations, probably 1 in every 4 people you see has a pet in some way, shape, or form. And then once they get that pet, that's where the pet industry starts, right? Where do you go to get your supplies? Where do you go to get your services, your insurances, like all that different stuff? And it really just unlocks a whole business world out there in the pet space.
Yeah, it's one of the craziest things. Like I didn't realize how big the industry was, I didn't even like, look, I had no idea that the calming, really the calming market for pets was that big. Like $6 billion is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, I mean, clearly it's going well for you if you're,
Staying
still
on
in
it.
business 7 years
Yeah.
later. And yeah, it is so crazy to think about. But, on one hand, you're like, the pet industry is a 250 billion plus industry. But on the flip side, you think about it, people have pets more frequently than they have children. Like you might have 2 or 3 kids, but you can have 7 or 8 dogs at some
Mm-hmm.
points. Like I've met people who they're like, oh, I've had 10 dogs over my life. I'm like, 10 dogs, and there's no tax breaks or anything like that. You're just responsible for taking care of them entirely. So it makes sense. The bills add up quickly.
So you said you have a Coco. Is that correct?
Yeah. I have a dog. I have 2 dogs. One's named Foster. The other is named Kaya. I just made up Coco for an example
gotcha.
sake. But yeah, I got 2 dogs.
So what's the backstory there? How'd you find your pups?
Oh man, so I gotta give credit where credit's due to my older brother, for both of them actually. So right off the bat, my dog Foster, he's like, he's the family dog. He's like 12 years old now. And I still remember coming home in high school one day. There was like a party or something that weekend, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, like, hey, my dad had just dropped me off. I'm like, hey, can I go to this party on this weekend? I walk upstairs. No one's answering me. I'm like, what's going on? Walk upstairs, and I see my mom and my older brother with a dog. And my brother always spoke about getting a dog, but it can never happen for years. I just walk into his bedroom, and there's just a dog sitting there, a little German Shepherd Husky puppy. I'm like, whoa, party! Forgot about the party entirely. Now I'm just like, oh my gosh. And my dad walks in like 2 minutes later, and he goes, no, absolutely not. And then 12 years later, one of these days we're gonna get rid of that dog.
I bet your dad loves him the most now too.
My dad is very much a type to like, he loves my dog so much, but he doesn't want to show it. So every once in a while we'll see him going like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
You can't.
And then we'll be like, hey, Dad, and he'll be like, Foster, get away from me.
Yeah, get away from me. Yeah.
yeah, this guy's such a pest.
Yeah, get the dog out of the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Get the dog out of the kitchen.
Like,
and he goes,
come meet me in my room, Foster. I got some secret side treats for you.
Exactly. Consistently. And he's like, no, he's a pest. And I'm like, Dad, I see you scratching his belly. What are you talking about? But it's one of those things he has to do it.
So you got a 12-year-old German Husky mix.
Yeah.
Foster. How about your other pup? When did the other pup come into the mix?
Wow. Great story. I don't know how I can say this properly because there's a bit of we basically adopted Kaya from Mexico, which was something crazy. We were backpacking in Mexico, and we found this adorable, just such a good dog on the beach in Puerto Escondido, and she was sick, and we decided to help her out. She had worms and she was very malnourished, and we brought her to a vet. My older brother is a big, I got to give him credit. He's a big animal lover. We all are, but he really is like, let's take care of her. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We bring her to our hostel. The hostel's like, you can't come in. So my older brother stays outside with her and sleeps on a literally like a bench next to the pool so that he can stay with her. Brings her to the vet, takes care of her. Everything is great. And then he goes, we need to get her adopted. I'm like, hey, like you did a lot of stuff. Sure, we can do that as well. So we tried finding someone to adopt her. No one's able to adopt her. And we're like, we got to leave. Like our flight is coming up. He's like, no, I really want to get this dog adopted. We stay an extra 2 days in the small town of Puerto Escondido to make sure she gets adopted. Doesn't work out, doesn't pan out. And he goes, oh no, now I have to take her on the plane. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, now I have to bring her back to Canada. There's no other way. I'm like, there's many other ways. And fortunately, we had some friends in Mexico City who were able to take care of her. But we ultimately flew with her from one city to another to Mexico City. And then literally we were able to get her adopted and get all the paperwork filed in order. And it helps, it helped that I was able to read Spanish and do all the legal stuff for it. And we got her on the plane back to Canada. And he's just sending me Snapchats on the plane from, he left it a little earlier. He's like, oh, I'm here with the dog. And I'm like, don't tell Dad. He's gonna freak out. Or he's like, oh, you went to Mexico and you brought back a dog. But now she's about 3 years old now, and she's been living in Canada for the last year and a half, and she is like a little princess. She's just going from living on the streets to living in a beautiful apartment in downtown Toronto with the nicest treats, the nicest bed, and my brother and his girlfriend are just absolutely crazy about her.
Amazing. What a story. I
Yeah.
big kudos to your brother for looking out for the pup, especially on the beach, right? You could just walk right past a pup like that, but something within his heart, kind of stopped him in that moment to look into this dog further. And shoot, you took her to the vet, found out that she had some worms. That could have been pretty serious as well too. And I feel like a perfect story to celebrate. Last week was National Dog Rescue Day that we had. That's something that we brought awareness to. So we were just saying, like any opportunity that you have, if that is a possibility for you to get a dog that way, you're putting them in a much better place than they would have been, beforehand.
Yeah, it's so important, right? Like adopting dogs is super important. And I think one thing I'm really proud of, and I find like our company, like make a LinkedIn post about it or something. We team up with a lot of shelters, and this isn't to toot our own horn or anything, but like, hey, like I think there's something to really be proud of is that we really work hard with shelters to get dogs adopted. And we've been able to successfully get a few dogs adopted by making videos, Goldie and Frenchie actually interviewing a dog that needs a new home. So for people, this is my shameless plug about Dogpack, is like if people are looking to adopt, follow Dogpack. Every once in a while, probably like once a month at least, you'll see a video of a dog that's in desperate need of a home. So you can definitely, save a dog by following Dogpack.
Let's go. Let's get on the app.
Yeah, that's my shameless plug. Yeah.
We could hit the park. We could hit some cafes. We could figure out our insurance situations. And we can figure out the right shelter, right local rescue. Because some people just get that itch, right? I want to get a dog. This is the week to do it.
Exactly.
But how do you go about it? What are the next steps? So that's definitely a great strategy for finding one. And so how about
Adam? I think there's a lot of great there. Yeah.
How about Montreal? How is Montreal when it comes to pets? How's any comparisons you could have? Very normal. What do you notice from observing the city with pets?
Oh man, this is actually crazy because the only thing I can think about, Montreal's like a great dog city in general, a great pet city, but the only thing I can think of offhand is how we had a situation a few years back. Montreal's a very French city, and I kid you not, this is a real story. It was going around for a while that we have because we're a French province, we have a lot of protections for French language. And so there was a rule that was passed, was later revoked, but they were like, your dog has to be able to understand French. So if you have a dog and you say sit, it also has to be able to understand assis. And it was like, what? I don't understand. You want us to teach our dog barely listens to us in English. Now you want us to teach him French? Like, what is the plan here? And like, it was a real thing. People were actually concerned that people say language police figuratively. We literally have like language police. And we're like, oh, there's going to be language police walking through the dog parks, making sure the dog, you have your puppy who's like, doesn't even know his own name, understanding 2 languages.
That's like getting arrested, I heard, in Singapore if you spit out gum. But then they're like, oh, well, you won't actually get arrested, but you may like get a ticket for it, But how did you see me spit out that gum? It just fell out of my mouth. What do you mean?
Yeah, it fell out.
I said, what did you say sit was?
Assis.
I said assis. What? You thought I said sit? I said assis. No.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, get back.
Yeah. Don't gaslight me. My dog speaks English, French, and Spanish.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. And so how is your French? Do you I mean, you live there, so do you speak it as a second language? Is it difficult for you?
I speak it as a second language. No, it's not too difficult. I mean, it's hard to learn, but I'm lucky.
Did you learn French first or English first?
Oh man, I learned French I learned French in school and English at home. So it's really like both, but I definitely grew up in the English side. Like people don't think I'm French Canadian. Maybe I have an accent to you. I don't know, but people tell me Canadian. You're not French Canadian.
But not until you start going. Yeah, not until you start going off French would I be like, oh yeah, he speaks French.
He speaks French. Yeah. I'll jump in. I'll throw in some French later. I'll give you a Zen Frenz plug in French.
There we go.
Il faut que tout le monde écoute à Zen Frenz tout de suite. C'est la meilleure podcast du monde.
Amazing. How do
There you
we
go.
how do we say let's get Zen in French? What how would you translate that?
Wow. Wow, a good question. I guess like I mean Zen is a verb. Like
Zen
on
English.
devrait être zen, peut-être. Tout le monde doit devenir zen.
Oh
Everyone
my
should
God.
get zen.
Let's go. Now we're opening some doors. I like the French doors
Yeah,
that we're
exactly.
opening right now.
Expand to Paris, you know. I mean, Quebec's a good. Quebec does a lot of Zen. You know, April 20th is a very big Zen day
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
Quebec.
I've been there in
Yes.
summertime. I've been to Montreal in June. I turned 24 there.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Amazing city. You know, I would say like if you're living in the States and you want to get a taste of Europe, but you haven't been to Europe, go to Montreal.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
got the authentic feel to it. The food's unbelievable. So many attractive people walking around, you know. Give a shout out to the ladies out there, but I've definitely
Yeah.
seen some good looking women in Montreal as well too. A lot of history there, beautiful layout of
Oh,
the
yeah.
city. It's definitely a recommendation.
Oh, 10 on 10. Like really, we got that culture, we have that vibe. And you know, we're really like for better or worse, like that the French culture it really adds something to it. It really adds a
Right.
charm to the city. And you know, we just continue building it up and you know, we're not as big as Toronto or any of the, you know, every time I go to the States, I'm like, oh my God, like Montreal is a small little village, nothing.
Hmm.
But it's great. It has its charm. It's a really nice place. I think a lot of Americans go there, especially when they turn 18, because you could
Oh
just
yeah.
drink there. And so every summer, I meet tons of drunk Americans who are just like, yeah, this is the best city in the world. And then they turn 21 and they're like, wait, where's Montreal
Yeah,
again?
yeah, yeah. That one time I went when I was 18.
Yeah, there you go.
So Adam, what's your biggest goal? You talked about partnerships this year. You're an account
Mhm.
executive. What are some of your biggest focuses and your biggest goals this year that you're looking to bring to Dogpack?
Yeah, you know, we're just really trying to we're in a really big growth period. Our team, you know, our team's been around for a few years now. They really built up Dog Park to be something special, to be something worthwhile with the social posts, with the map. And now our goal is really to bring it to the next level. We want to be an alternative where people can go with if they want to post content online, they go to Dog Park. We want to be a place where who want to discover new pet products and discover new pet influencers, they come to Dog Park. We want to be that reference where they don't feel like they're being dragged down by any create like you know we want to really build that out to be that virtual that virtual dog park like that's really the goal. And so in terms of growth, we're loving the numbers that we're doing right now. We hit 2.4 million the other week, so 2.4 million users on the app, you know, amazing. Like we're blown away by that, and we're just continuing to grow. And as we continue to grow, we're hoping to make it just more interesting and more exciting for the people on our app, whether it means by improving the quality of the content on the platform, or by giving you a bigger variety of products to choose from and shop from on the platform. And we want to make that incentive, and really want to make sure that community feels sticks with it. And I think so far we're doing a really good job at that. So those are like my general goals, and then you know my I guess a personal goal is I want to set a new PR with my workouts. So there you
All
go.
right,
Just
there we go.
really all over the place for the year.
Well, I'm trying to be a pro tennis player, so while you hit those PRs in
Okay.
the gym, I'll be trying to climb up the ranks. I'm a 3.5, trying to get to
Okay.
4.0, so
Damn.
that's the next
Okay.
goal for me here. And
Okay. So
the
entrepreneur and athlete. Got
that's
you.
it.
Got you.
That's it. And the pro tennis is in Paris this week at Roland Garros, so that's also a goal to be able to check out a Grand Slam that one day,
You
one
said
day.
that perfectly. You said that
Yeah.
perfectly. There's
Roland
no better way to
Garros.
say it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I watched.
Everyone else.
I was
Mhm.
gonna say I watched Ratatouille last week, so now I got the
There
French
you go.
vibes. They're high right now.
Exactly. You know exactly how to. You got it right. I love that. You know, it's exactly how it's said. It's perfect. But no, it's all good.
Yeah, when
But
you
there
went
you go.
off
You
for
get that.
those few sentences, I was
Mhm.
hyped. That's I had no
Yeah,
idea what you were
exactly.
saying, but it sounded good.
Just clip that and you put it in all the ads in France and in Quebec, and people will be like, "Oh, Zen Friends, it's a French podcast,
That's
perfect."
it. All right, amazing. Well, hey, thanks so much for stopping by today for the Zen Frenz podcast. Adam, it was great having you. If you're listening in now, go check out the Dog Pack app that they got going on. Also, check out Official Dog Pack on Instagram. Can't miss follow out there. It's going to make your day better every day you come across one of those videos with Frenchie and Goldie. And it's been a pleasure having you on today. We're stoked to work with you this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that, Alex. And it was great being on here, and we'll have to get back on it soon.
See you in Montreal. Hopefully,
yeah, see you in Montreal. Exactly. Listen, if the Habs make it to the final, I
never say
I
never.
don't even know what I will do. Yeah. Look. The drive for 25. That's what it is.
How do we say "not dead yet" in French? That's the last thing you gotta leave us with. We're not dead yet. We're not leaving. We're not freaking leaving.
On est toujours ici. On va gagner.
On est tous ici, everyone. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Alex.
Later,
Ciao.
brother.